Most accountants and CPA firms have two main problems that prevent them from growing a successful accounting business. One, they struggle to price their services in a way that truly reflects the value that they bring to their clients. And two, they are constantly firefighting because they are the over-relied upon bottleneck in their firm. Not only does this stifle growth, but it also affects life outside of work as well. But imagine this, you can easily attract the kind of clients who are willing to pay you a premium for the services that you love to deliver, and you could just work a fraction of the hours you currently do right now, which would free up your time and give you the freedom to do more of the stuff that you'd love to do outside of work. Maybe that's spending more quality time with loved ones, or pursuing hobbies and interests, or of course, keeping fit and healthy. Now, the good news is that this is completely possible. How do I know? Because over the last 26 years, I have worked with thousands of accountants, helping them to achieve better fee income, delivering more added value services, attracting better quality clients, and working far fewer hours, which gives them their life back and a better sense of fulfillment from what they do. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly the steps that you can take to achieve the same by revealing 3 quick wins. Now, before I start, here's a quick disclaimer. If you don't feel that you have the focus time right now to watch this YouTube video until the end, even though it might be the one thing that enables you to achieve the level of success you want to in your business, then this video probably isn't for you. The first thing I want to share with you is, how do you price to reflect your value? Because this is really important, isn't it? You will provide a variety of services to your clients. This pyramid on here represents the different categories of services that you might offer to your clients, and certainly accountants do. Now, at the bottom here, we've got compliance. Compliance speaks for itself. It's your bookkeeping, your payroll, your VAT returns, your tax returns, those kinds of services, year-end accounts. Business services then are services much more sexy accountant, providing management information, management accounts, cash flow forecasting, budgeting type services. Growth solutions is sitting down with your client on a one-to-one basis, providing the strategic input on how they might be able to scale up, earn more, work less. And then wealth solutions might be providing exit planning type strategies, mergers and acquisitions. One of the things that I want to make clear on here is that from a business owner's point of view, they value these in very different ways. Okay, and so we have to appreciate that. This vertical line here, or certainly the gap here, represents how much they really value the services, because the wider the gap here, the greater the value perception is to the client, as long as you demonstrate the value. So appreciate that down here, the value perception is low. Compliance stuff, it's a necessary evil, it keeps them legal, but that's about it. There's no real value to that, and they don't want to pay much for it. But as you go higher up, enable them to make better financial decisions. There's a value attached to that that's greater. Enabling them to scale up, work less, earn more means more quality time with loved ones. They're going to value that better still. Again, as long as you demonstrate the value. And of course, walking away with millions from an exit, they're certainly going to value that, aren't they? One of the mistakes that many accountants make when they're talking to their clients is that they talk about the individual components, starting probably at the bottom. So maybe, we can do your accounts, we can do your bookkeeping, we can do your payroll, we can do your audits, tax returns, VAT returns, etc. And then by the time they've talked through some of these, they've exhausted the client. The client's feeling sold to, maybe you're feeling like you're overselling to the clients, and you don't get the chance to talk about these other things, or it certainly comes across as just too much. So look, what I recommend is, rather than selling the individual item, is that what you actually do is not everybody's interested in the wealth solutions, I'll leave that off for now, but certainly bundle in different elements from these into solutions. So you are creating a solution, okay, that is a packaged solution. And what you can do then is sell the benefits. Now, you might put lots of stuff in maybe a gold level, less stuff in a silver level, and then fewer stuff still in a bronze level. That way you've not got a one size fits all, and then you sell the benefits of these individual items. Clients will much prefer that rather than listening to the features, and chances are you're going to sell much more to each client as a result. So that's one thing that I wanted to show you, is how to free up more of your time so that you can focus on those high quality clients that you're going to be getting in and delivering those services. If these dots on here represent the number of clients that you've got, let's say there's 100 dots on here, that represents 100% of your client base. One great exercise to do to free up your time is to analyze your client base in a spreadsheet by profitability order. Okay, now that might be difficult, but some of these clients, they may be on a fixed price or whatever, or even hourly rate, but maybe they're time vampires. They're just taking a lot of your time up. You don't enjoy working with them, whatever. They take a lot of time. So first of all, do an 80-20, because what you'll discover is that 80% of your income is coming from the top 20% of your clients. A large proportion of your client base down here that are just not profitable. They're taking up so much time for so little, if any, profit whatsoever, that actually you could part ways with those, be a lot better off from a time point of view and be negligibly worse off from an income point of view, but it'll free up your time to maybe replace that client base. So that's one. And then number two, I recommend grade your clients. Okay, so grade them against what? Well, if you think about this pyramid here, think about the ideal client description that would be the type of person that goes for maybe your gold services, a combination of growth, wealth if you want to offer it, business services, as well as the stuff at the bottom. Think about what their mindset is, create a description about that, and then what you can do is match the people who most closely would match your ideal client profile. And what you'll find is you've probably got some A clients who really, really closely match it. Maybe you've got some Bs, maybe you've got some Cs, but you're gonna still have some D clients who are maybe miles away from that. Now, those clients I also recommend that you then let go of and have a conversation with these about upgrading them, because these will be the type that will go for it. Ditch the Ds and up the fees. Now, the final thing in this very short video is reducing the reliance on you. Now, whether you're a one-person setup or whether you've got a team of people, you can still do this stuff. Number one, ensure that you have certain systems in place that automate, okay? So one of them, for example, is setting up a pipeline so that you have an automated process for generating inquiries from the ideal kind of client, okay? So you want to set up a pipeline for that. The types of clients that are going to want those services. Putting that in place is crucial. That means that you're not going to focus on all of that type of it. Another one is create systems for everything that you do in that business. Why do you create systems? Well, again, it doesn't matter whether you're a one-person band or a team. Once you put systems in place and people are following them to your high standard every single time, then you've got consistently high standards. But also it allows you to outsource as well. Your team are doing stuff. If you don't want to have a team, maybe you want to outsource. Outsource the compliance stuff, freeing up your time even further and reducing reliance on you. And then finally, putting in place a sound tech stack. So in other words, all of the cloud-based software tools that talk to each other, that are practice management, workflows, everything's interconnected, that will reduce a lot of reliance on you and automate many processes. Okay, so look, in this video, I've showed you exactly the areas to focus on to start to free up your time, to earn more, to work with better quality clients. This is obviously a short video. There's only so much I can cover in this, and I've only really touched the surface. I would love to share much more with you. So what I would recommend is if you click the link in the description on this video, then you'll be able to download my 5 brochures. Okay, these are little booklets, should I say, really map out the entire accounting journey. So from starting up, everything you need to do to start up really efficiently and effectively, to ensure that you don't fall into the capacity trap, so that you've got the scalability mechanisms in place, scaling up, getting the right team members, making sure that there's less reliance on you, future-proofing your firm to make sure that you don't fall behind, and and making sure that you're not going to change-resistant team, and then finally exiting. This is a full, complete roadmap. So my recommendation, click the first link in the description below, and I'll see you again. Bye-bye.